that the first Tuesday in April in Manitoba was declared as Caregiver Recognition Day. You are the unsung heroes of our healthcare system, providing care to family members in what can be very stressful situations. Your generosity and commitment to family caregiving is helping build healthy, age-friendly communities and overcome challenges that many Manitobas, your families, face due to injury, illness, disability, or aging. This is no small feat, and tonight we are so thrilled to bring together Manitoba talent, Manitoba sponsors, and Manitoba family caregivers to deliver an evening that we hope will show you how much you are appreciated. And as an added bonus, in the spirit of giving back in all the gifts that we have received, we are proud to support the Manitoba Heart and Stroke Foundation. So every penny that we raise tonight through the draws and through the massage chairs will be going back to that worthwhile cause. I'm your MC because I am the shared caregiver for my 87-year-old mom. I share that duty with my sister, who is here somewhere. Lorraine, yay! I feel, and I know my sister does, feel honored and blessed that we have that role in our family. Every day she thanks us for being able to help her. But she doesn't understand that for us to be able to give back to her, just a little bit of what she's given to other people over the years is such an honor and such a privilege. We are fortunate to be able to be of service, and I can imagine that most of you here feel the same way. This evening would not be possible without the financial support and the heartfelt commitment of our presenting sponsor from Comforts of Home Care, its founder, Catherine Peters. Catherine did what I find amazing, and that is people that have a seed of an idea. We all have ideas, we all have good ideas, but it takes a special person to take that seed of an idea and grow it into something real, and that is exactly what she's done. She surrounded herself with a powerful team to make this evening special for you, and we're going to meet that team shortly. And speaking of opening up a dialogue that matters, tonight we have scheduled in a small amount of time in the evening for us in the crowd to share our experiences. So we're going to have some amazing presenters up here sharing their stories, but I always find that the brilliance lies within the audience, within the crowd, and the special stories that we have to share. So if we can pull out a few of those tonight, I will be roving around with, well, maybe with a microphone and maybe not, but trying to get some of your stories out there. As I mentioned earlier, 100% of the proceeds are going to the Manitoba Heart and Stroke Foundation. Lori Podolsky is their full-time gift planning advisor. Please make her feel welcome as she shares with us how the money that we raise tonight will help benefit others. Lori Podolsky.
I just wanted to welcome everyone tonight and wanted to encourage you to relax, enjoy the wonderful entertainment that we've got planned for you, and soak up some inspirational ideas that may resonate with your current lifestyle. This evening's celebration is being held to honor and reward your ongoing efforts as a caregiver, and to also share some ideas and resources to help you take care of your own health needs, not just the needs of those you're caring for. The Heart and Stroke Foundation is excited to partner with the hosts and the sponsors of this celebration, which delivers on a key mission priority for our foundation, that of enhancing the support for survivors and their caregivers. Heart disease and stroke are the leading two causes of hospitalization in Canada, and more Canadians are surviving heart attacks and stroke than ever before. This is creating a continually increasing need for family and friends to provide extended care. Recently, the foundation conducted a poll of 2,000 heart attack or stroke survivors. This poll revealed that more than 80% of the survivors felt that their family and their friends played a vital role in their recovery and in necessary lifestyle changes that they had to make. Your role as a caregiver is a key factor in the recovery and the better quality of life for those you care for. Knowing this, you have to remember to also start taking care of your own health needs. In order to help caregivers in their role, the Heart and Stroke Foundation continues to create tools that inform and help people on their road to recovery. You, the caregivers, the family to many Manitobans who have survived cardiovascular disease are key players in helping to achieve one of the Heart and Stroke Foundation's mission priorities, that of promoting recovery. But regardless of the disease or the health challenge of those that you care for, each and every one of you, as a family caregiver, is making a significant contribution to improve the quality of life of your family and those in your community. We thank you for your support and for providing the ongoing assistance and care that you do on a daily basis.
Okay, the next few minutes we're going to learn about the team that came together as strangers with one singular belief in mind, to produce an awesome event to celebrate you, the family caregiver. We're going to hear from them not just to acknowledge them for giving us this evening, but how we can learn that what they do can help us and our families. First up is Susanna Scott. She's the founder and president of Bray Matson and Associates, Inc. It's a national fee-for-service advocacy organization based in Winnipeg. You're not going to believe this. Over the last decade, her company has recovered millions of dollars in tax credits and benefits for thousands of Canadians with disabilities. Please help me welcome Susanna Scott.
Well, it's an honor to be here with all of you. I love the turnout that we had tonight to celebrate caregivers. Like you, I'm a caregiver. And the other thing that also has been a part of my life is caring for my husband. Unfortunately, found out he was diagnosed with cancer. He's battling it. So not only do I have my daughter, but I now have my husband. If anyone knows what the trials, the heartache, but also the reward of caring, the tired, nights, sleepless nights, sometimes worrying, I do. So this evening for me is special because, like you, we all need a break. This night is to celebrate caregivers because we do have a very special role. Caregivers have had special roles through history in caring for loved ones, neighbors, kids, and it's about time that our province, happily so I say, that we are celebrating, all of us here, myself included, and I'm very honored and happy to be here. And as was announced, through this whole experience, I've created an organization to help people navigate, fight for their rights when it comes to disability programs and benefits. Thank you. It's an honor to be here to celebrate Caregiver Days today. Thank you.
Next up is Jordan Chimmock. He and his partner Candice Landry from Chimmock Landry Private Wealth Investors Group Financial Services Incorporated. They're extremely proud to be supporting this event, which is very close to their hearts.
Hey everyone, my name is Jordan Chimmock, and this is my business partner Candice Landry. She's sitting at the back. Candice, can you stand up? There she is. So Candice and myself work with my father, Tim Chimmock, and he started working with Investors Group in 1976, so quite a long time. And Candice and I are working in the practice. Right now it's called Chimmock Landry Private Wealth with Investors Group. And all three of us have had experiences in our lives having to look after loved ones. With myself, with my grandma, and my mom, and my aunt and uncle having to look after her. With Candice, with her dad very recently. My father as well with his dad. It's something that we all go through. It's something that's very emotional and very intense. And I think it's something that deserves recognition, the sacrifices and the things that we do for the people we care about in our lives. Where we come in is essentially organizing all those traits that a family needs to deal with those situations. Powers of attorneys, all that kind of stuff, from a holistic planning standpoint. Now, you were invited here this evening to help give back to caregivers. And it's something that we care about professionally, identify with personally, and so I couldn't be more pleased here today to be here celebrating this. So thank you very much.
Catherine Peters, you got to meet this lady. She is the founder of Comforts of Home Care. She's our event presenting sponsor, and it's safe to say none of us would be here without her vision, insight, and commitment. Catherine is an outspoken advocate for seniors and vulnerable people. She's active in work to prevent elder abuse, recognizing caregivers, and supporting organizations that provide service and support to seniors and the vulnerable. Catherine Peters has been honored with the 2011 Women Entrepreneur of the Year Award for Excellence in Service. She's also been awarded with the Better Business Bureau Torch Award for Marketplace Excellence in recognition of superior commitment to exceptional standards. Catherine takes great comfort in knowing she and her team of caregivers make life better for hundreds of families in Winnipeg beyond every day, and by helping seniors to stay in their homes for as long as possible. Beyond all that, what you need to know about Catherine is just that she's a really, really great person. Please help me welcome Catherine Peters.
I'm so pleased you all decided to come here tonight, even though the weather is frightful still. But it's nice and warm inside, and we're going to have a great evening here. You know, you are really the heroes of the home, the unsung heroes of the home, and that's why we're having this great event for you tonight. Comforts of Home Care has been extremely pleased to help over 1,000 families since the doors opened in 2006. And that's just a real special privilege for us. Anything that a good son or daughter would do for their mom or dad, that's what we can do. Again, I just want to say I feel like I'm just honored to be in all of your presence tonight, because really caregivers are the true heroes of the home, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Let's let the fun begin. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is no stranger to Winnipeg media and entertainment. He has been seen, heard around this town for the past 35 plus years. Please help me welcome and enjoy the talents of Mr. Laurie Mustard.
In terms of your caregiver role and caregiving in general, my mom, for the last 10 years of her life, 8 years of her life, kind of drifted into it slowly, but lived with dementia. And it was so tough for her, because one of the things that was a challenge for her and for us, one of the toughest things was when it was time to take her back, she didn't understand why she had to go back. And that was so tough for her, but she did okay, and she got great care from our family and from the people there, and it was better than it could have been because of the great caregiving that she did get. Now, I went through a lot of my son's stuff. I dug down a little bit and looked for stuff that maybe might pertain particularly to tonight's theme, because, you know, it's about being grateful. And so in church one day, the pastor asked if anyone in the congregation would like to express praise for answered prayers. A lady stood and walked to the podium. She said, "I have a praise. 2 months ago, my husband Tom had a terrible bicycle wreck, and his scrotum was completely crushed. The pain was excruciating. The doctors didn't know if they could help him. You could hear a muffled gasp from the men in the congregation as they imagined the pain that poor Tom must have experienced." Where the hell am I? Oh yeah. Tom was unable to hold me or the children, she went on, and every move caused him terrible pain. We prayed as the doctors performed a delicate operation, and it turned out that they were able to piece together the crushed remnants of Tom's scrotum and wrap wire around it to hold it in place. Again, the men in the congregation were unnerved and squirmed uncomfortably as they imagined the horrible surgery performed on Tom. "Now," she announced in a quavering voice, "thank the Lord, Tom is out of the hospital, and the doctors say that with time, his scrotum should recover completely." All the men sighed with relief. The pastor rose and tentatively asked if anyone else had something to say. A man stood up and walked slowly to the podium and said, "Yes, I'm Tom." The entire congregation held its breath. He said, "I'd just like to remind my wife that the word is sternum."
Listen close, you won't want to miss a word. Ms. Sophia Dowd.
It is in 2006 that I am attending to my patients at Grace Hospital. And going through my own personal, very trying time in my Canadian life, I am breaking out from codependent relationship. I'm a mother of 4. I work 7 days a week, 3 different jobs. And it's at the bedside of one of my patients that I'm being inspired to write poetry. I learned how to listen. And I listen to my patients very carefully, like you do. The message that I'm hearing from my patients over and over is this. They worry about the caregivers. When they at the edge of their life, when they're struggling themselves, they literally can hear and feel our emotions. So it's our duty to recharge our batteries and bring to them that lightness, life, excitement, enthusiasm that we can still tap into. Feel free to go whenever your heart is calling you to recharge your batteries. So when your heart is filled with joy, peace, and love, you can come to those that you're caring for and share from that fullness. Thank you.
That's a nice looking basket, eh? I never knew I'll be an egg today. All right, arms up. Okay. Who has a little bit of inspiration, some ideas, some insights, some advice for some caregivers, something that's worked for you?
We found out different things through Google that we gave the doctors suggestions for, and they used the suggestions and saved my mom's life because of it. So we just have to learn that we have to advocate for our loved ones, and we have to really educate and stick together and just fight the fight. And right now we're trying to learn an even balance right now. I find that that's our biggest struggle right now, is to try to take care of our own selves and our own health.
So it's about 9 months since I have been with Comforts of Home Care, and I'm doing a lot of things. I'm going to Aquafit, and I'm going to a bridge group and an art group, and I'm learning French at the University of St. Boniface. And so I'm really good with this. When I go out and do these things for myself, I come home with renewed energy, which is it's really so great. And I also come home to find that my husband's had a good time with the caregivers, and that just means so much to me.
We have to ask ourselves, why are we doing this? We're doing this so that we can become more resilient. We're doing this so that we can be a better parent and a better caregiver and a better spouse. We're doing this for the greater good. And that's not a reason to feel guilty. Then maybe we just need to get out of that habit of feeling guilty for every little thing. We are doing this for the greater good. We're doing this so that we can be better people and make our world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Fred!
And mortality has been such a driving force in my life, with my sister Susie passing, and then certainly my father a year later. That sort of opens up that world that we really are all in this together. It is about you and about your position in this world. You are the frontline people stepping forward and making yourselves heard and making such an amazing difference in the lives and the world of the people that you deal with. So if I was wearing a hat, I'd be taking it off or doffing it to you now. So I congratulate you all for the wonderful work that you are doing. You got to give a little, take a little, let your poor heart break a little. That's the story that's the glory of love. You got to win a little, lose a little, always sing the blues a little. That's the story that's the glory of love. Well, it's 40 below in the winter, and it's 20 below in the fall, and it rises to 0 in springtime, and we don't have no summer at the same
I'm just so pleased that we were able to come here today together and share this special Caregiver Recognition Day celebration. It's been great, thank you.
All right, now is the chance for you to practice your power claps. Thank you for coming. Tell your friends. We hope to see you at next year at the 2nd annual Caregiver Recognition event. Please help me thank the people who made this possible with one power clap for each one. Our sponsors at the back, My Farmers Market, Kyber Rivers, did those hands? Clay from the electric chair, Zealous Med Spa, Remington and Associates, Chimmick Landry Private Wealth, of course, Catherine Peters and her staff at Comforts of Home Care. I think we should give them another one. A big one for you for coming and celebrating with us and for helping us